They called themselves Gnostikoi, knowers, and what they discovered frightened empires to the core. Their words were hidden in jars, sealed beneath sand, and guarded by the shadows, until one day in 1945, near a place called Nag Hammadi, the earth sighed and gave them back 13 papyrus books. Gospels, treatises, voices of mystics. The Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Truth, the Thunder, Perfect Mind. But these were not ordinary Gospels. There was no tale of a Savior sent to suffer, but of a teacher who came to awaken. Not a God who punished sin, but a spark, divine and sleeping within you. You see, the Gnostics did not kneel. They did not build empires in God's name, nor fear hellfire from the sky. They sought the divine not in temples, but within. This was dangerous. To understand why Gnosticism was suppressed, we must meet a shadow, the Demiurge. They called him Yaldabaoth, the blind god, a creator, yes, but not divine. Arrogant, ignorant, the one who fashioned the material world and declared himself Lord. But he was not the source. He was a mask, a veil. And behind that veil, Sophia, wisdom. She fell from the pleroma, the fullness of the divine, seeking to know herself. In her descent, she birthed the Demiurge, not out of evil, but out of forgetting. She is the divine feminine exiled. She is the sorrow of separation and the longing to return. Within each of us is a spark, a fragment of Sophia's light. It is the divine trapped in matter, the soul sleeping, and gnosis is the awakening. Not belief, not obedience, but direct, inner knowing. This knowing needed no priest, no sacrifice, no empire, and that is why it was buried. Rome could not rule those who answered only to the light within. So the Gnostics were branded heretics, their texts were destroyed, their voices silenced. But here's the mystery. The Gnostics claim that Jesus himself was one of them, a revealer, a bringer of gnosis. A voice whispering, if you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. This was not religion. It was transformation. The Gnostic path is not an easy path. The Apostle Paul once wrote, I die to myself daily. It was a descent into shadow, into illusion, a reclaiming of that which has been forgotten. Being the divine spark, the Sophia within, and the remembering that you were never separated from God. To walk the Gnostic path is to unlearn what the world has told you, to recognize the dream and awaken. It is a work, subtle, sacred, not to escape the world, but to transmute it, not to worship blindly, but to see clearly. And so, and from a shadow came this remembrance. The light is still there. The spark has not gone out. You need only quiet the noise and listen. The internal knowing. They tried to erase it, but truth is a seed. It grows in silence, and you find it again after a lifetime of deception, chasing smoke through a house of mirrors. Do you feel the stirring within? The yearning for something more, a truth that echoes in your bones? The Gnostics walked this path before you. They sought the divine not in dogma, but in direct experience. They dared to question, to explore, to dive into the depths of their own being. And what they discovered was both terrifying and exhilarating. The world, they realized, is not what it seems. We are all fragments of the divine scattered across the cosmos, imprisoned in bodies, lost in illusions of our own making. But within each of us lies a spark, a seed of awareness waiting to be awakened. And when that spark ignites, when we remember who we truly are, we transcend the limitations of form and return to the source. This is the path of the Gnostic, a journey inward, a rebellion against imposed beliefs, a quest for personal enlightenment. It is a path that has been walked by mystics throughout history, a path that has been hidden and suppressed, yet persists in the whispers of the soul. Are you ready to walk this path? Are you willing to delve into the shadows, to confront the illusions that hold you back, and to discover the truth that sets you free? If so, then carry this message forward. Let it be a flame that guides you through the darkness, a north star that steadies your course, a reminder that you are never alone on this journey. For the Gnostics walk this path before you, and their footsteps still echo in the chambers of your heart. The path of gnosis awaits. Are you ready to be led?